and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another Sims 4 speed build for you, and I decided to do a tiny home for a gardener. And this is actually a micro home based on like the game's like categorization of tiny homes, meaning you get like all the perks that you can get from this home if you have the pack. And I just really, honestly, when I started, I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to do this tiny home, and this is kind of what I wanted to look like. And I didn't necessarily go in with the idea of it being for like a gardener, but it looks so cute out here. And I figured kind of being in the middle of nowhere, this is actually like that little like island area in Windenburg. So like they're kind of off on their own by the beach, if you know what lot I'm talking about. It's the mid-nowhere lot, and it just looked so cute out here. And I feel like it kind of takes a particular kind of home maybe to be on this lot because it is kind of in the middle of nowhere for it to like feel like it makes sense. I say that as I feel like there's like a pretty modern house over like in the corner. But anyways, I just feel like for this lot being on the beach and all, like I think this ended up being super cute. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not used to making such a tiny home. I know this sounds ridiculous because I just said I'm making a tiny home, but I think it turned out really nicely. And we have like a really nice like full kitchen and living space and bedroom space, although I did not actually wall off the bedroom space, and it is only like a single bed, so this is for one sim, so you won't be able to fit two in. Of course, if you have like tiny living and you want to like swap something out for like a Murphy bed so you can have more Sims in here, of course you're welcome to do so. And this is already up on the Sims 4 gallery under my ID Spice and Sprinkles. If you want to download it, feel free to do so and do whatever you want to like fit to your like gameplay style. And yes, this bathroom does work. It is a 3-tile bathroom, and if you put that like there's a shower in Snowy Escape and the shower in oh my goodness, all of a sudden I'm blanking, the University pack. Oh my goodness. If you put that kind of like in front of the door, it actually still works totally fine. Now, like in real life, that might be a little bit cramped and may not work super well, but in The Sims it does. So I'm going to take it and we're going to use it. And I originally started by having like just a mini fridge, but then I was like, I think I have enough room for an actual fridge. So let's do that. So we include a fridge and a stove in here. And I feel like I usually don't put like stoves next to a wall. I don't know why. Like, let me know in the comments, like, do you have a stove that's next to a wall? I feel like I've not really seen that, and I don't know if that's just like my limited like what I've seen of homes. But anyways, there's just something about it. I usually don't do that, but in this space like I don't have too much of a choice. But anyways, this is such a cute little home. We end up putting over in this space like a dresser and like a small like kind of like an entry space like to put like keys and change and all that in. And we do actually end up fitting a fireplace in this home as well, which honestly like I wasn't sure if that was going to work out, and I was so back and forth about what kind of bed I wanted to use. Like I cut out that footage, but trust me, it took me quite a while, which led me then to change the wallpaper. I was trying to match the wallpaper and it just wasn't going super well, and I had tried to use that really pretty piece from Cottage Living for the dresser, but just wasn't working. And then that one from, I think that was Tiny Living, just like didn't feel like it was really matching. So then I was like, maybe we don't have enough room. And don't worry, we swapped back out the fireplace because I just wasn't feeling it. Like I feel like maybe in a different home this would have made sense, but I don't know why it just, that like furnace fireplace didn't feel like it belonged here, if that makes sense. But we do have a little dining space here, and I put a computer on this table because I like putting computers in homes if I can and if I remember, to be honest. But there wasn't necessarily room for like a desk, so I figured just having like 2 chairs at that table. And of course you can take that out, move it, or add a desk, or kind of do whatever you want to, but I figured since there's only gonna be one sim here anyways, that like that would probably work out really well to like have that also double as like a small little office space, so your sim can like do whatever it is that they need to do on the computer. And I create like a little reading nook over in the corner, and then we put like another like comfy big chair kind of in front of the fireplace TV area. So there's enough seating space for like 2 Sims here, but I kind of had the idea that there really was one, so there's only like one chair kind of in the line of the TV, if that makes sense. But I think your sim could probably sit on the bed and still be able to watch the TV. And I did play test this, so all of the house is like functional and all that kind of good stuff. And I really just kind of liked that little space we created with that comfy like chair there, and it kind of felt like it was in the middle of the room, but honestly like I think it felt right. I don't know. I don't know. Does that make sense? I just feel like it worked out really nicely. And this is such a large end table. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know if I've actually ever used it, but it ended up looking really cute here. And so we end up like putting just a bunch of like decor everywhere because I can't help myself. And in the kitchen, I do minimal like cluttering because I do want to make sure that your Sims can actually still cook in there. I do leave like a corner counter empty since your Sims can cook on that and you shouldn't have any kind of issues there. And then just adding a little more like decor here on the walls, and then we'll end up actually, I believe we end up heading outside like after I finish the kitchen. I say that, but I feel like I was really back and forth. I think that happens to me a lot when I'm doing tiny homes because I'm doing a lot of like negotiating with space and making sure there's actually enough room for everything. And so I feel like I'm back and forth a lot in different spaces. But like I said, I kept the clutter to a minimum to make sure that your Sims could actually like cook there. And yes, I did just put a fruit bowl on top of the dresser. Listen, here's the thing. It's a tiny home. You do what you have to do. And it's like a thing on my channel and like on my Twitch channel. So basically, long story short, my mom actually likes to stream with me. Like, she usually comes to visit about once a month and she'll stream with me over on Twitch, and the link's down below if you want to come hang out with us sometime. But she's decided that every home has to have a fruit bowl. Like, that is a thing. And so now it's a thing on my channel. Like, anytime I build something, my chat's like, where's the fruit bowl? Like, did you include the fruit bowl? So, you know what? We had to put a fruit bowl in here. So there it is. It just ended up being on the dresser. And then I ended up actually pulling these fence pieces out of debug. So what I will say is Sims will walk right through the fence. So it is not a great fence. So if you actually want a fence that will like keep Sims like off of your lot entirely, you'll have to replace it. But I just really like the way it looked and how like the front was just kind of open so your Sim can get through. And I just thought that was really cute. And I did put like part of a fence here. So like, which again is funny because you can just like walk through the other side. But anyways, we're gonna pretend. And I did pull a lot of this produce just like out of like debug and put this in here. So like your Sim can probably just collect these items. They won't necessarily be like planted, if that makes sense, but I wanted to like make it look like there were plants there. You know what I mean? So your Sim will have to plant their own stuff. But anyways, just basically for aesthetic, when I was building, I just thought it looked really cute to put some stuff out there. And I do end up actually putting a scarecrow out there. Oh my goodness. All of a sudden I'm blanking. What is this scarecrow's name? Oh my goodness. I don't know. Okay, anyways, I'm sure it'll come to me like after I'm done with this voiceover. But I do include the scarecrow out there. I also include the cottage living like tree thing that has the like birds come out of it and all that. I know I'm clearly like, I really know what all of these items names are. I swear I build all of the time. I just don't remember what the name of these items are. But I do include like a little space for your Sim to hang out and put like a like 4-person table out here. So if they feel like entertaining, they could do that. And we also put those little like bug box things from Eco Lifestyle out here. You can replace those with bee boxes if you'd like to. I just thought these looked really cute out here. And I end up using some terrain paint and just creating like basically a bunch of paths here and trying to figure out how to make this work. And what was nice is this like tiling like stone that I used outside actually has a matching like terrain paint, which I feel like I'm gonna have to take note of because that's actually really convenient so that you can kind of make paths that blend in with it a little bit better, because I just feel like the ends of that stone are, it's just like really abrupt, and being able to use terrain paint I think helps a lot. And so I end up like doing a lot of editing here on this like terrain paint, and then I think I do add a little more vegetation in here, and then like I said, I end up adding like an umbrella table as well so your Sims can hang out here, and just all of the clutter from the new greenhouse, I think Greenhouse Haven, is that what it's called, pack, and technically I guess it's a kit. Is it still considered a pack if it's a kit? Anyways, so because it's not, you know, we have stuff packs, like game packs, like expansion packs, but then like kits, and I don't know, I always call them packs, but are they? I don't know, let me know. I feel like I'm rambling, so I apologize about that, but it's something that just kind of like popped into my head, you know what I mean? So then just adding here in the mailbox in the trash can so that your Sims can actually function properly. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you have a really sweet day. Bye everybody.